So approved plans are generally posted to the participants or emailed if that's how you requested to receive your information for whatever reason. And it generally has an outline of what information you've given them, so your demographic details and what your goals are that are going to be over the next 12 months, and then it will have a breakdown of your funding. So it will have in different sections how much you've got for perhaps therapy-based services or how much you've got for social inclusion. So it will break down how much you've got in each of those categories. The core funding is based around your everyday needs, so that can be your cooking, cleaning, personal care, therapy services, so that's stuff that will improve your everyday life. The capital funding is for home modifications and any equipment that you might need relating to your disabilities. Now that's a very structured part of your funding, so you need to use your funding for whatever's been recommended within your plan. And then the capacity funding is more building skills and building that capacity up to gain whatever your goals were over the 12 months. So if your goal was to return to work, they can provide funds under the capacity building to be able to get you the skills to do that.
There are 3 ways you can manage your plan. It's NDIS agency, self-managed or plan managed. The flexibility with plan managed and self-managed means that you can use non-registered NDIS service providers. But agency managed, they'll pay the bills for you, and you'll have to use agency registered professionals. With Plan Manager, you've actually got somebody that will pay your bills on your behalf, all of your NDIS bill. They'll do that for you, and you've got that flexibility of obviously using non-registered service providers. And self-managed, is when you take control of all of that.
I received my plan via email. At that time, I did not have the cognitive ability to read the plan and take it all in. So I actually emailed it to my sister and said, can you read this, because no one's told me what I do with it.
The participant is able to be able to identify a plan manager, so that's their choice, and that plan manager will pay all accounts on behalf of those services.
Do not let NDIS manage you, you manage your plan, and that's been the most helpful hint out, because I got my plan manager who pay all the accounts, because I can't do that, but I can say when I want to go to a physio and who I want to see, and it's been great.
For young stroke survivors who have an approved plan and are looking to appoint the right service provider for them, my advice would be to sit down and have a think about what your needs are. What are your goals and what do you need out of your service providers?
I approached my physios and all of my allied health before the plan, and I got them to look at my last plan goals and achievements and write up what I would be doing for this year and how much their fees were going to be.
Make sure you write down a list of questions that represent what your needs are. Interview your providers and make sure that you're selecting the right provider based on what your individual needs are and what feels right for you.
Everybody's goals are different, so the goals will be your individual goals, and that's where we line services and supports up in relation to those goals to help you meet those goals.
The advice that I would give to young stroke survivors would be to do your research into what agencies are nearby and are local and are able to sufficiently support you, and who has a really good understanding and has the time to listen about what your needs and wants are over the next 12 months with your NDIS plan.
And then Tracy's asked for a component of that, her social supports of going out and whatever else, to have a bit more control over that. And she said, if I'm going out to socialise, I want to go out with friends.
You've got choice and control over where you spend your money. Having that choice and control can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming. You're not sure, if you're going in the right direction. Throughout your plan, local area coordinators can help you connect with the right service providers for you. So obviously you can look at the NDIS website. There's a comprehensive list on there. There's an implementation meeting that will happen, and again that can be face-to-face, over the phone, or in our offices, where we will actually go through that plan in quite some detail. They'll be able to ask questions throughout that process, and we'll be there to answer them. And we'll also be there to be able to link them to mainstream and community supports that are not necessarily funded by the NDIS.